Hello, folks. Spidey's back. Yes, I'm back. I told you to be coming back and doing a lot of movie reviews, and I'm back tonight. Oh my god! I know you're tired of looking at my ugly spider mug, but I don't care. I don't care. Oh my god! But anyway, if you hear any particular sounds coming from, you're right. And behind me, that's just external noise because I just like to have a little bit of blabbing in the background to the sides and stuff like that to kind of offset my gnarly vocals. Anyway, I promised you Attack of the Crab Monsters, and here it is. This is the schlockiest classic of all time, or one of them at least. Look at that. Oh my god. This is a Roger Corman production, of course. Attack of the Crab Monsters. Woo! This is a really cool movie, man. 1957. It's got a lot of notable actors in here, but the main one you might recognize is the professor from Gilligan's Island. You know, he used to do all the experiments. He was the mad scientist on Gilligan's Island. Ooh, Gilligan's Island. Don't fumble your words, Spidey. Anyway, this movie came out in 1957, and it's just a classic. It's so schlocky. It's just you just laugh. It's actually really goddamn cool, man. Oh my god! It's basically about a group of scientists who have to come investigate an island, but the previous scientists just disappeared when they were there, and they're trying to figure out what happened to them. Oh, they soon find out what's happened to them. Of course, there was a bunch of radioactive, explosions and nuclear tests way back in the 50s and stuff like that. And the island just got completely overshadowed with radioactive, fallout and stuff like that. So basically, it's like one of those nuclear waste type of Armageddon. Nature gone amok. Oh, it goes amok, all right, folks. Oh my God! Like I said, Russell Johnson's in here. The professor. I usually like the professor on Gilligan's Island. I like the whole cast in Gilligan's Island. Look at that. Ooh, there's the cover. So anyway, there's the back cover. It's not much, like I always say. It's just basically stats. Photos from the trailer photos, and the actors are in the movie, stuff like that. Roger Corman, of course, we all know he did like about 8 billion movies. I think he's still alive. I got to do some research. Can anybody just find out if Roger Corman is still alive and kicking? I used to love his movies, man. A lot of them were black and white. They were really, I mean, he did a ton of movies, folks. A ton of movies. Oh my God. I kind of grew up with Roger Corman. In the 60s and 70s and 80s. He was still popping out movies. Even the 90s. And, I got to find out if he's still alive. Guy's really cool, man. He's got to be at least 85 years old. Maybe even closer, 85, 90. I'm not really sure. Anyway, this concerns a bunch of scientists who are trying to investigate the disappearance of the previous scientific party to the island. After there's probably about a dozen different people in the cast, a couple sailors, maybe two sailors, and about maybe, I don't know, 10 scientists and technicians and radio operators, scientific people. They need to find out what happened to their previous party. Oh my God, it's just terrible. These crabs have mutated because of the radiation fallout to the island. They're the size of a truck. I'm not joking. The size of a goddamn pickup truck, maybe even bigger. Oh, and they're the ugliest looking things you ever saw in your life, man. Oh, and they talk too. See, every time they kill somebody, the previous scientists, every time they kill one of them, you don't get to see all the previous parties that they killed. They're just gone, and the new party's trying to investigate why they're gone. And they soon find out. It starts off with a bang. One of the sailors falls in the water when he's going back to one of those float planes, and basically one of the crabs down below, bites his damn head off. that's a sign of things to come. But they don't realize that their island is infested with giant crabs. I don't know how many actually crabs there are. There's at least maybe 3, 4, 5. I don't know really. Maybe a ton of them. It's not a really big island. But the thing is, The crabs, I don't know, for some reason, pretty much all the wildlife and insects and everything, the birds are all gone from the island. You occasionally see some seagulls and some crabs on the beach, you know, pittering, pittering, woo! Oh, it's fucking great, man. It's fucking great. I love this movie, man. I've watched this movie dozens of times in my life, man. It is entertaining every goddamn time you watch it. You know what's going to happen, but it's just fun the way these scientists just get picked off one by one by these giant crabs. And what's really unique about the movie is this is I really give credit to Roger Corman. He came up with a great idea here. It's really schlocky. Every time they kill one of the scientists, right, what happens is they eat the whole body, and every time they eat the head of the victim, for some reason, they just start talking like the person you just killed. The same voice, the mannerisms, everything. You know, all these scientists just start getting picked off one by one. And there's like, hey, Johnson, come on down to the cave below. I found some of these giant crabs, man. You got to come down and see what's going on. It's just a giant crab luring him down to his death. You know, it's all kinds of weird shit, man. These crabs are just hilarious, man. I think they're like giant puppets or something. It could be practical effects. I think it's got to be practical effects. They're really cool. I mean, they got these big ass eyes, kind of like me, and they got they're the size of trucks, folks, the size of a truck, and they're just mean and they're smart, and they just want to kill you and eat your goddamn head. They love heads. Oh, anyway. Okay, we're up to about 7 minutes here. But anyway, this is one of the coolest movies you'll ever see when you want to talk about really schlocky B movies. It's a classic. It's a classic. You can see what those crabs look like. Really close. Look at that damn thing, man. Attack of the Crab Monsters. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my god. Oh, should we do some shout outs? God damn, man. I keep saying, don't I look wonderful? Oh my god, I can't breathe in this damn mask, but I do look wonderful. Anyway, this is a pretty classic movie. I mean, it's going to get, well, I'll tell you at the end of the review what it's going to get. This is one of my cult favorites, so basically it's going to get a pretty damn good rating. But we'll talk about that later. Anyway, as the movie goes along, it's really creepy and atmospheric, this movie, too. A lot of it, the crabs are just muttering around the island trying to find these scientists, you know, lure them down to the caves, because they basically live below and underneath the caves, with the caves way down below. It's like an island that's slowly sinking, and the crabs, I think, are trying to get the island to sink. There's all kinds of volcanic eruptions going on below. It's always explosions. You can hear them all the time, and the scientists are trying to figure out what is going on here. How come there's explosions, and they're starting to lose some of their beach front because the island is basically sinking. I'm not sure if the crabs are really responsible for this. You would think they want to keep the island intact. You know, and then other parties come and, you know, rescue the dead parties, and then they get killed. You think the crabs would be smart enough to do that? Keep the island the way it is, and then, you know, use the ham radio. Come on down, man. We found something fascinating information. You know, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it's not their own doing. I'm really not sure. But anyway, as you know, every one of these scientists gets killed except for two. The boyfriend and the girlfriend. Russell Johnson makes it almost to the very. He does make it to the very end, but he actually kills the main crab, who seems to be the boss or something. You know, electrocutes him to death or something like that. It's kind of a sad ending for the professor. What is calling the professor, right? Yeah. Oh my god. Woo! Good movie. Good movie. Good movie. Let's look at the disc. I know you want to look at the disc. There we go. There's the disc. Woohoo! It's just a one disc set. Nothing special. The picture quality is okay. I'm not sure it's because Roger Corman maybe cut the budget a little bit. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's, you know, I don't know. Hard to explain it. It's very watchable. The music, of course, is 1957, the soundtrack. The picture quality is 1957. You know, stuff like that. So, I mean, it's not a great looking movie. I've seen better movies, you know, in the 30s, 40s, and 50s, picture quality wise, I should say. This movie's okay, though. It's okay. It does the trick. I mean, you watch it and you go, oh, it's okay. Oh my God. Anyway, there's not much to say. It's not much to say. The two sailors who are actually, he came ashore with 7 or 8 scientists. They get killed too, of course. They're on the beach with their tent, you know, guarding the waterfront or the beach area where they all came. What am I talking about? Spidey's delusional tonight. Anyway, they get killed, man. That's really hilarious, man. One of the crabs attacks them in their tent, man, and of course they chew their damn heads off, you know, and the bodies, of course, they eat. So basically, they start sounding. The crabs start sounding like these two sailors and stuff, you know, and trying to get, hey, come on down to the beach, man. You got to help us with these grenades, these explosives, you know, stuff like that. So it's hilarious. The dialogue is really campy as hell. It's just like once they get killed, these scientists, they sound so silly when they're trying to lure the other scientific members to their death, you know, in the caves below or on the beachfront, you know, like half a mile away or whatever it might be, you know. It's silly. It's silly as hell, man. But I love it. I love it. This movie is so much fun to watch, man. It's so predictable. It's so campy. It's so schlocky. But the movie just works. It just works. Look at this. I think you have an idea of what we're talking about here. The cover should say everything here, man. He's pinching off the head of a victim right here on the cover, man. That's what they do. They pin you to the ground and they hold you with one claw, and then the other giant claw just, you know, pinches your damn head right off. And they chew on your head like an hors d'oeuvre. Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Anyway, we're going to rewrite in this movie pretty soon. We're at about 13 minutes. There's really not much more to say here. The music is kind of cool in this particular movie. It's kind of creepy, atmospheric, like a lot of movies from the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever. Like I said, this movie came out in 1957. Originally, I thought it was like a 1961 production, but, you know, looks like the Three Stooges are shutting down here. I ain't going to turn our episode on. Oh, wait, man. You just got to listen to Spidey. Oh, yeah. Spidey is the best. All right. What was I talking about? Anyway, we're going to kind of rate this movie. I think, like I said before, we're going to rate this movie full 10 just because it's a classic from Roger Corman. One of his real early movies. I'm not sure how many movies he put out before this, but this is from 1957, like I mentioned 3 times already, or something like that. And basically, it's a standard DVD. You know, there's not much to look at here, you know. It doesn't have an insert or nothing like that. So basically, it just has the back cover, the front cover, the edge. Like the edge really tells you a lot, man. Anyway, we're going to give this a full 10 spiderwebs. God, those crabs are uglier than hell, man. They are just ugly, man. They're just smart-ass motherfuckers, man. I like how they taunt the rest of the members they haven't killed yet in the movie. After they get 1 or 2 of the scientists and they're blabbing, you can hear them like all over the island. It's like they have some kind of loudspeaker system in their mouth or something. These people are sitting in their observatory or their whatever you want to call it, and you can hear them like from half a mile away going, "Come on down, man. We want to talk to you. We're on top of the mountain, man. There's a cave leading down. There's a tunnel leading down to the cave," or something like that. It's so silly, man. It's so silly. And they're smart ass too. I think what I really like about this, the way they use the voices when the crabs is really funny. Because like I just said, they're smart asses. They know they've got these scientists pinned down, and the scientists can't do anything because there's no rescue coming. So they have to just kill these goddamn crabs themselves. Either kill the crabs or get killed. Oh, like I said, they get almost every single person except 2. The boyfriend and the girlfriend who are scientists live. And like I said before, Russell Johnson, the professor, he gets killed. He's with them at the end, and there's not much left of the island either. It's like the size of a football field. What's left of it? It's terrible, man. The crabs are fucking just pinning them down to like a small location where they could just nibble on them. Nibble, nibble, nibble. Oh my god. Okay, we're up to 16 minutes. Oh, I should just end this, but I want to talk about something else too. Okay, we got some upcoming movies that we're going to be doing here. We'll get back to Attack of the Crab Monsters in just a few minutes. We're going to be reviewing The Blob from I don't know what year it came out with Steve McQueen. That's an upcoming review. We're going to be talking about Invasion of the Body Snatchers, upcoming, not tonight, with Kevin McCarthy, classic movie. And we're going to be talking also about one of my favorite movies of all time, pretty soon, not tonight. The Ghost and Mrs. Muir with Gene Tierney and Rex Harrison. Oh my god, that is one of the best movies I ever saw. Let's get back to the giant crabs, those son of a bitches. I like to put them in a giant boiling pot of water and just cook them up. Imagine how many people that could feed. You know, like I said, I'm not sure how many crabs there actually are in this movie. I think there's a few. One of them is trying to give birth to other crabs. Of course, they're going to turn into giant crabs because they're all mutated freakazoids. Oh my god. Oh, I got the Blob. The wrong movie, so. Oh my god. No, I don't want that movie. That's what I want right there. Oh. So they have to kill, I think they do manage to kill one or two of them during the movie. Explosives, and stuff, explosives and stuff like that. And that's really kind of fun. That's kind of fun, actually. They're fighting for their lives, but basically the crabs got them pinned down, like I said before. What can you do when you can't run anymore? All the island is sinking below the ocean, and it's like either fight the crabs or let them pinch your damn head right off, man, and chew on your head. Apparently the crabs like those heads, man. Ooh, good head. Anyway, we're coming up to 18 minutes. I got to end this review. God damn, I look good. Ugh. Sweating like a pig in this mask, but I'm here. Like I said, we're going to be giving this 10 full Spiderwebs just because it's a schlocky classic and I love it. There we go. Ooh, look at that. You want to be buddies with those crabs. I can feel it right now. Go down to the island and bond with them. Until then, we'll be back real shortly with another movie review. I gotta fix my Spidey suit again. My fingers are just peeling off or something. There we go. We'll be back soon, maybe in a day or two, whatever. Until then, make sure you check this classic out. See you later.